It's the National Football League on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 56 rematch. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's all up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 56, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But, Charles, a lot of people see these Bengals as legitimate contenders to get to the Super Bowl. And remember, they got there just 2 years ago. What do they need to do to get back?
Well, we know how well positioned they are on offense, partner, because they have one of the best quarterbacks in the game and a lot of firepower to go with him. But how about what they did in the draft this year? A lot of capital expended on the defensive side of the ball, trying to slow down some of the other top contenders.
Then for the visiting Rams, they found out the hard way that you need a lot of good fortune when you win a Super Bowl title. And when you don't get that good fortune, as they didn't last year, things can crash down to earth in a hurry.
And none of us really saw this coming. Remember, they were 12-5 the year they won the Super Bowl, went 5-12 last year. Somehow I think this Rams team is better than what we saw last season, adding in a lot of new pieces in order to try and get back to the top of the NFC West.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford and the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 79 yards. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out of here and take off.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Rams have regained the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. This is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner 1st half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McPherson now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play action. Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
A 52-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 4-point game. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking deep here for Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 58 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Jason Taylor, the second to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down. He'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Cup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Burrow will throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown Bengals! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, Jason Taylor II will return it. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going right back to Akers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Oh, look at the juke.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Akers. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at the yard shy. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now Burrow on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room.